Okay, there are multiple things wrong with this, in my opinion. First of all, let's forget with the whole ageism. Age is not mutual or is not synonym for experience. Those two do not necessarily go together. Someone can be 80 years old and has never left their town. That person is most certainly not more experienced than someone that's 30 but has traveled to 8 different countries. Experience is not the same as age, and being of age does not mean you are experienced. Also, of course, certain circumstances make or break your experiences. Clearly, people from different generations are going to have different experiences. Therefore, they share different values. Now, ask yourself, someone that has, for example, seen apartheid play out in real life and has participated in apartheid because they believed in it, what values, morals, or experiences do you think that person holds that is worthy to being passed on to the next generation? The answer is zero. Zero. Because that person has no value to add when it comes to that specific topic to any type of person. Not to me, not to my children, not to their age mates, to nobody. Also, the idea that we only learn from people that are older than us is highly problematic because you do not. You don't just automatically learn from someone just because the person is older than you. You learn when that person gives you value, expands your horizon, makes you question yourself. And I'm telling you, I have not learned more from anybody in this world than from my own children, because them being present, being there, made me question so many things about the things I was taught, the things I grew up with, the things I grew up around, the values and morals I grew up around, and they made me question all these things. So the impulse to me question things were my children. They taught me to question myself, and now I am teaching them to question myself. It goes both ways. I don't necessarily learn from someone just because that person is older. And then you kind of contradicted yourself because you're like, and then how can they learn from one if they don't respect the elders? You can learn from someone without actually having to give that person an extra amount of respect. For example, today we had an issue with my son's teacher, which my respect for teachers is the same I give to a 5-year-old kid. I respect everybody equally. I don't give nobody extra respect because of who they are, who they think they are, who they whatever. I mean, I respect people for what they achieve. Of course, I'm going to respect you because you're a teacher, because you put in the work to be a teacher. But you need to be a good teacher. You don't just need to be a teacher, because if you're just a teacher, that means you went somewhere and got a degree. And let's be very fucking for real. You can, like, getting a degree is a matter of learning things off it, gramming things, understanding what they're asking you and reproducing it. You get that. People get degrees all the time. Does that mean they are good people? Does that mean they are good teachers? Does that mean they have the ability, what it takes to give their knowledge onto another person? Because being a teacher is one thing, being able to teach is another. So, one, I lose respect for people like that. And when it's gone, it's gone. It mainly does not come back. It hardly comes back. So we had a disagreement. We still have a disagreement. The headmaster is going to be involved. They want me to change my mind, which I'm not going to change my mind, because you don't change my mind like that. Okay? I need facts. I need you to stand 10 toes down on what you're telling me. I need you to be qualified before you're trying to lecture me. If you're a teacher and you're trying to give me advice on how to feed my children, the kind of food they should be getting, the kind of hobbies they should be having, you're simply not qualified. And I will not hesitate to remind you that you're not qualified. Mind you, this woman is well enough, old enough to be my mother. I will not respect her just because of that. I will never. I will never. In fact, I will be very, very quick to remind you that just because you're older than me does not mean I'm going to bow down and respect you. I didn't choose when I was popped out, neither did you. So humble yourself. So said person, she has opinion A, I have opinion B. I narrated my opinion. I told her this is why I believe in what I believe, and this is why I'm not going to derive from that. If you want me to change my mind, I need you to bring the facts. There was silence because she has no facts. You cannot come to me and want me to question my choices, the way I raise my kids or the way anything related to my children, without backing it up, your opinion is irrelevant to me. You can be of any fucking opinion you want. If you cannot back it up with facts that are going to make me question my own opinion and are going to make me understand your standpoint, we can be, I don't know, we can't be jumping in a circle. I'm not changing my fucking mind. And this is exactly a situation like this. She demands respect. And she demands respect because she's a teacher, but she's overstepping a boundary by giving advices for things she has no idea about because she's not a pediatrician. So I reminded her that she's not a pediatrician. Now I'm the sassy one. What the fuck? How am I supposed to respect you? Please give me something to respect first. And that is what I practice for my children. If somebody comes to my kids and tells them, don't do this, they will not just say, okay. They will ask why. Why you don't want me to do this? And if your next statement is because I said so, my children will never obey you. And I swear to God, if you call me on the phone to tell me my kids did not obey you, I will make it 20 times worse for you. Because where do you think they get the disobeying from? Me. I taught them that. So if you are telling me that my kids did not obey you, when I am the one that taught them not to obey you, babe, you're running in circles. You're quite literally wasting your time and mine too, by the way. So the narrative that we only learn from people that are older than us is factually wrong, morally wrong, and based on society is wrong. Based on experience, it's wrong. It's wrong on every level. There is no reality that makes this right. There is no reality where this makes sense. Now, do my kids run around being sassy pieces of shit that talk to people anyhow? No. They have what I would call common decency. My kids treat everyone with respect. I don't care if you are a fucking baby, if you are a teenager, if you are an adult, or if you are about to exit this planet, you will be getting the exact same respect. No questions asked. That's called human decency. So my kids give everybody the same respect because everybody deserves to be seen and treated equally. Now, of course, there are people they respect, especially because of what these people offered to them or gave to them or lectured them for or taught them or, because if you want extra respect, you need to go the extra mile. That is how it is in my book. You cannot just come to me and expect me to respect you because you're a doctor when you're telling me, jump from the balcony and it's going to end your back pain. What the fuck? I had a full-blown argument with my kid's pediatrician when my daughter was 1.5 years old and he told me she doesn't need to be breastfed anymore. And I said, how the fuck do you know that? When there is the World Health Organization that goes contrary to what you just told me. Disqualified. Immediately disqualified. I don't give a shit about your degree. I don't give a shit about your profession. I don't give a shit about your wealth, your standpoint, your whatever. If you are dense, you are dense. And I will not give you respect just because. It's never going to happen. Now imagine, I gave birth to these children. I shared my body with them, and I don't demand them to respect me blindly. I don't tell my kids, oh, you have to respect me because I'm your mother. Who the fuck are you? If my kids give me that respect, that extra respect, is because they think I deserve it. I do something to deserve that. I work for their acknowledgement and their respect every single day because respect is earned. And I will earn my children's respect till the day I die. And if I don't, they will hold me accountable accordingly. So who the fuck does anybody else think they are to just demand respect because they are breathing? No. I will be your wake-up call. Humble yourself.